And that's cheaper than what we paid for it.
You want a camo one?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you have Final Fantasy 3?
I do not. It's very expensive. It's very expensive.
You lost your ring, you know that, right? Hey, I'm turning with a customer. I'll be back like in 15 minutes.
You want it?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you need more than one of those. No, absolutely not.
Sure.
I am very, very sure. Yu-Gi-Oh! Look, check it out, an Xbox exclusive Yu-Gi-Oh! With no price on it, so it might only be a couple dollars.
Are you
Yo.
in wrestling games?
No.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I want this. Dope. Which one? What? Which one? That sounds like it might be cool. I know, yeah. And they have all kinds of cool Xbox games.
Is this worth anything as just this?
No.
Get 3 in a E90 case.
What is it?
Get 3.
Oh. No.
So that when we leave here, you can still play golf here.
Wow. I know, right?
California games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we are. We're open till 6.
No, I do not.
Game Grumps played it on their channel.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
Yeah.
Huh?
You have ready? What's your deal? Yeah. Name? Okay.
Brittany's dance beat?
Yeah.
I'll go with,
Seems too fast.
65. Yeah, can you get a little more? I don't think so, man. Con eso le empezó a 65. Y le puedes sacar más, cuidado. Yeah, that's fine, man. It's a low, no? Yeah, low.
See how much it is?
It's just this, I don't have no leaves in here.
Last time they had something here that wasn't marked with a price, it was $2.
Oh, 24.
Yeah.
I did not understand.
24 the game. What did you think it was?
I could not figure it out. I didn't know. I was like, what is this number?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You've never seen that? It's supposed to actually be pretty fun.
PGA European Tour.
Ooh. That's good. Man, there's no manual in it.
We're completing our Lego collection.
Not on the Wii. Yes, I'm sure. I don't know. That one's kind of worth getting. It's a good price for it. It's worth looking through.
That's not a game. Princess and Frog?
The video game?
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what it is.
I wonder how much they'd want for the orange box. See if the price is right on that one.
Did you look at the bottom of that disc that you just took?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks okay.
Sim animals? For me? I'm gonna have a complete Sim collection.
Okay. Congratulations.
And then I'm gonna sell it for like $5.
Yeah.
Because that's probably all it's gonna be worth. Hubert. For the Atari.
For the PlayStation.
For Atari, for PlayStation. Look at her face.
It's really creepy. Can you flip back real quick? Okay.
There's more. Get back down here. Lego Racers 2?
The Lego 125. Loan. Yeah. Loan?
Books and everything. Wow. It's in really good shape. So it even smells new. Pretty sure this was like never played.
Yeah, just a little sealed up.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get at least $30 out of it.
You gonna sell it?
Yeah.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
I'm probably too close.
You look like a nerd.
You look like a nerd.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna go out to the donation center and out there for donations.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, you can just open it.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. That's fine.
What am I recording?
Do you want a series of unfortunate events for PC?
Yes. Let's get Daniel Handler to sign it.
Who had no part in any of it.
No, I guess not.
Is that a composite PS2 game?
I guess so.
That's weird. What is that? Oh. Yeah. It's a really good one, right? Yeah. At least grab this one.
Game in there?
Yeah. I don't know if I want that one or not. I can get that if I have the manual. It's not worth it otherwise. Alright guys, so here we are. We have our stack of stuff from the past like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not really sure how long it's been since all this stuff happened. But it's accumulated into a pretty nice little stack of stuff. We had a couple pretty successful little, kind of unexpected trips actually. We just randomly kind of went somewhere and found some stuff. So turned into a pretty cool thing, but some of this has been sitting around for a little while now, because, yeah, it's been a while, but haven't been able to go out and, like, go to it's been raining constantly.
Yeah, so. Like raining, too.
Yeah.
Not just, like, normal California sprinkles, like rain.
Not like, oh, I don't feel like going out in this today, but, like, the flea market is closed and no one is having garage sales.
In fact, the flea market is probably flooded.
Yeah, to be honest, like no one in their right mind is there. So just been kind of having to hit up thrift stores and whatever here and there where we can. So I guess where do we want to start here?
I don't know, you tell me.
How about this stuff? So Nisha was with me for quite a bit of this, but some of it was stuff I went out on my own for. I guess I'll do this one. This was like probably the furthest thing away. This is some stuff that I found at a pawn shop, which normally I don't go to the pawn shops as much, especially this one. But they had a couple things that were well priced, so I ended up going ahead and buying them. But then the thing that I always forget about pawn shops is that they actually give you like a ridiculous deal once you bring it up to the front. Like their prices are high marked, but like this time I think they knocked off, like it was $40 worth of stuff. I think he ended up charging me $25 or something. It was,
yeah, especially if they're not selling it, they'll just be like, yeah, take it, I need the room.
Yeah, so I don't know, but so I grabbed a few things there. Nothing incredibly exciting. First one is Star Trek Conquest for the Wii. This one was on PS2 and Wii. And until I saw it there, I didn't even actually know it was out on the Wii. But I've almost bought it on PS2 multiple times and never did. It's like an RTS, I guess, put out by Bethesda, so should be interesting. I've heard kind of mixed things about it, though. Alright, so this one is one that has come up like a million times during Game Hunter for some reason. So I just saw it, and it was cheap, and I just went ahead and bought it. So Nick, this one is for you. I finally got a complete copy of Brute Force, and I literally only bought that because you keep telling me to do it. So that one's for you, man.
Yeah, I recognize it. I was like, I didn't think we had that game, and I know I've seen it around, so.
I got, one time in one of the lots, I got just the box.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
And then another time I got a loose manual for it, but I never got the game, so I finally just got it.
Now we have it.
There you go. And of course I love to get the Xbox exclusives, which coming together quite nicely now, actually. Another one is Dark Cloud 2. This is just a disc only, although it is in like a Wii disc thing, which is cool, but they had a real good price on a lot of their loose disc stuff that was well worth it. I mean, they had it marked for $15, like I said, still got a discount off of that, and it's easily like a $30 loose disc game, so. And then next they had Billy Hatcher for a pretty good price, just loose disc as well. So, as I often do with games that I really, really want to keep, obviously I already had Dark Cloud 2, so I didn't care about that one, but I went ahead and picked up a copy on eBay, which I will go ahead and get rid of the loose disc copy, and, you know, it only cost me a few bucks to get the complete version. I guess this was at like a random
some random place. Oh, it was like half off all of the discs and everything. They hardly had any games, and the games they did have were really, really bad, and I don't think they even really knew what they were.
No.
They were organized separately, but they had a few games, but it was like Guitar Hero and like Sims in Thai. Yeah. They had Sims in Thai.
They did.
Or Open for Thai. Business. Yeah.
That was really interesting.
So we found this one here.
Yeah, so we got Dukes of Hazzard 2, Daisy Dukes It Out. It's, I mean, pretty much just disc only because it's in like this old Hollywood video rental thing. But yeah, it was half off of $2.50, so it was, you know, just a little over $1, whatever.
Yeah, you almost didn't get it, and as we were leaving, we saw half off of, it was everything in the store.
Everything in the store was half off.
And you were like, we gotta go back.
Yeah, and there was like a couple movies there that I wanted too, so I ended up getting those, and I was just like, why not? So, okay, I guess some Goodwill stuff that we picked up. First one is a Wii game, Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party. I think these were both from the same Goodwill, which is next to a pawn shop, the different pawn shop. We're about to get to what we got there.
Yeah.
This Goodwill rarely has good stuff. They
almost never.
Yeah, they always keep that same stock of generic PS2 games that most.
And Leapfrog games.
Well, you know, the normal Goodwill stuff. But they also had this a different time that we went, the Destiny Limited Edition, which I wouldn't care all that much about, and they actually had it for
$7.
But before we had been there and they had it, and it was like $20, $25.
Yeah, we like had visited multiple times and we just saw the price like.
Yeah, so it jumped all the way down to $7 and something, and so I just decided to go ahead and pick it up. It's still sealed. I'm probably not even going to open it. I'm probably just going to sell it like this. So if anyone's interested in this, please let me know. But
yeah, and it's not even damaged. It's just that the plastic is kind of peely,
some of it peeled off a little bit.
Yeah, it's not damaged.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to want... I mean, I do see that they sell on eBay, so I don't know who actually still wants this, because, I mean, pretty much from what I can tell, people are, like, giving away the original game without taking King now. But, you know, whatever. If you're a big Destiny fan, there are people... It's such a divided thoughts on that game. Like, some people are so addicted to it, and others are just like, it's fucking stupid.
I don't know.
Last thing, you don't even know about this one.
I saw it sitting there and I was like, why do we have this in our house?
I found another Wii boxed console. It was $36 at the Goodwill right down the street.
We should trade out our box for that one. Oh no, this has a hole in it.
Yeah, I was trying to decide which one's better, because like ours is stained.
But it's together in one piece.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
This has holes in it.
But this one... I might trade out our Wii for this one, because this literally is untouched inside.
Oh.
I don't know that it was ever plugged in, to be perfectly honest.
Sweet.
Like, it is beautiful. I'm not even gonna, like, open it up. I did get some footage, which would, you know, you would have already seen, of the inside of this, but it's really, really nice, and it even, like, still smelled kind of new.
Oh, okay.
It's really weird, so,
It's like it sat in someone's garage for years and years and years. And...
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. I was on the fence about getting it, but I mean, you can easily sell a Wii on Craigslist for like $70, so
yeah.
$36 for that's pretty good. Okay, real quick, just one random thing. I actually went into that shop that is always way too expensive. It's right next to the pawn shop and stuff. With the yeah. And I just looked around. All of their games are extremely overpriced all the time. Even that time when I went, and they will not negotiate with you at all.
There's actually, if you go back, we're actually in that store making fun of their prices at one point.
Yeah,
so you can go find that.
I don't remember which video that was, but it was pretty great. But I just went ahead and grabbed this. It was like $2 for Return of the King strategy guide, and then it also came with a game manual. I don't know why that's in there, but someone threw their game manual in there, and it was inside, so I picked it up. It's not exactly a game you need a strategy guide for, but it's kind of fun to get them sometimes. So, okay, so back to the other pawn shop that we went to, which has provided just an amazing amount of deals. Really, they like, if you go into one part, they have everything in a case, and that's where they put, like, the stuff that they think is worth money. Like,
like, they had a PS4 in there, I think.
Yeah, they have, like, those and, like, handheld consoles and, like, loose cartridge games and, you know, stuff. And all of it pretty overpriced, but once again, a pawn shop, they will negotiate with you. Or
And they're like really happy. Like the guy didn't even look at what we were getting. He was just like, "Oh, you can have it for this much."
Nope. So I've made 2 different trips there during this time. The first time I picked this up, it was one that I just, I saw a bunch of games. I was like, oh, that's fine. And most of them have another section where the DVDs are, where they just have some games mixed in or whatever. Most of them are individually priced, but some of them they do not have prices on.
Yeah.
And that's when you know you're good to go, because I asked about this. I saw Shadow Hearts complete sitting there on the shelf, and I was like, wait a second, this doesn't have a price tag on it. So I just went up and asked the guy, like, hey, I didn't see a price, how much for this one? And he said, $2. So I picked this up. This is like a $45 game, so incredible deal. One I had really been wanting as well, so... and then we made another trip that turned out there was no huge successful game like that for the greatest deal, but a really nice stack of games that we managed to pick up. So we flipped through the books of loose games that they have there, and they had a few that were definitely worth picking up because they were like, what, $3 a piece or something?
Yeah, they were really cheap.
So I got a loose disc of Shadow of the Colossus, which is always a good one to pick up to trade or whatever.
This was the same time?
Yeah, that was one of the other loose disc ones.
Well, we got Harvest Moon, Back to Nature.
Yep, so that's one that I wanted to add, so I went ahead and picked up a copy on eBay so I can just resell or trade that one and keep a complete copy. Same with this one.
Oh, so apparently we have 2 copies of Godzilla right now.
I also managed to find one on eBay that was really cheap. I managed to swoop in on an auction at the last minute. So this is the one we picked up at the pawn shop, and I'm going to trade that one away.
And this is the one he got on eBay or wherever.
Yep, eBay. Alright, and then another loose disc one that I went ahead and picked up a box and manual for like $3-4 or something was the orange box. So now that one is complete as well, and paying like a grand total of $6 for this game complete is pretty great. I think GameStop even still sells it for about $20. So
oh, nice.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I still hear about people buying the orange box.
Yeah, the price stayed up for a really long time. It did finally go down a little bit, but still around $20.
Kung Fu Chaos.
Complete.
Complete.
It is. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of Destiny. Also complete. Found just a bunch of really nice Xbox exclusive games there. I was really, really happy about that. This is actually not technically complete because it's supposed to come with 3 game cards, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. And they're not in there, but that's okay.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Complete. You got really excited when you saw this, and you were like, I have to have this.
I'm really excited about that game. I mean, I'm always excited about Xbox exclusive games. I like to give the original Xbox some love, but I don't know, that one just really intrigues me. I really want to play it. I'm going to make you play it with me.
Oh boy.
Oh no, this came from the other shop where the Dukes of Hazzard came from.
That's what I thought, that there was another one from there.
Outlaw Tennis ended up being like just over $1 as well, so
Yeah.
I went ahead and got that because, any video game is worth $1 to me.
Yeah. X Squad. Complete.
That one was from the pawn shop though.
Yeah, the one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just again a couple dollars each for those games. And then they had this, I wanted to get it, but the guy was nice and made sure I checked all the games, and it did not have a game in it, but he went ahead and threw in the case anyway, which is always nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went out today. I went to go trade some games to a local store. Should I do that first?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, yeah, so I took a bunch of games that I had up for trade that just had been sitting around. I think some of them I had posted and some I didn't, and they give really good trade-in prices at that store. Yeah. I was on the fence about a couple of the games there because I think he undershot the value just a little, but for sake of convenience, was just easy to do.
And support your local businesses.
I do like to support that store. It's the only like retro locally owned game store around here, so
yeah,
it's pretty nice. I like the people there. They always got some good stuff. So traded in just a small stack of like PS2, I think like Knights of the Old Republic, and a couple other.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, always try to get rid of that. He didn't take quite a few because they were either doubles or they weren't in great condition. So that was fine, but I got, what, 51?
Yeah, $51.
Yeah, we got $51 in credit and picked up some stuff. So that's for you. One thing, actually that was a different trip. One thing is I finally got a copy of Earthworm Jim for the Genesis. This was one of my favorite games growing up. I always used to go to my neighbor's house and play this. And I have been wanting to play it for years again and haven't. I guess I played the 360 Marketplace version of it, but it's just not the same. So.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play it.
I didn't know you wanted it, and he almost went like right by it and didn't see it, and I had seen it, and if I had known, I would have been like, oh, there it is, but I totally didn't realize. So.
This is literally one of my fondest gaming memories as a kid, and somehow I just never went out to like specifically buy that game, but
well, we got it now.
I'm very happy to have it now. So second one, I wouldn't have like gone out of my way to pick this game up either, but I'm always wanting to get Game Boy Color game or Game Boy games at all that are complete, and I haven't gotten one in a really long time.
Yeah.
Except for Santa Claus Saves the Earth. I'm pretty sure this is the only Game Boy Color game that we have complete right now, Rampage World Tour. And I went ahead and picked it up specifically because I noticed that he had the like loose cartridge price on it. He only had $10 on this game, which is the loose cartridge price. So couldn't pass that up. It's easily $25 with the box. So pretty nice. Always nice to catch people slipping, even though, you know, kind of sucks for him, but I'm sure he still made money off of it. So
yeah. And he probably charges like close to the same difference that he would give in credits anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. So, next one is one that I've been wanting for a really long time, and I don't. Did you want this game really badly? Or?
I didn't really want it. I just knew about it, and I think it's an interesting game.
That's Heart of Darkness for the PS1. So I was. I actually thought this game was more expensive than it really is. It was only $20. Came with 3D glasses and everything, so I'm not even that familiar with what the 3D glasses are for.
I didn't know it came with 3D glasses, so I couldn't tell you either. I think I've seen it played on a different system.
It's on, oh god. It is on something else. I know it's a PC game also, but... Yeah. I'm not sure...
I've seen the PC version, but I've also seen another version, and I don't think I ever saw the PlayStation version.
Okay. Well, the PlayStation version is how I found out about it, and it was one that I had actually kind of forgotten about for a while, but I remember at one point I really, really wanted this game, so it's supposed to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to checking it out. And then lastly from this trip, I picked up Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver for the Dreamcast. Because, oh, sorry.
Not lastly.
It's not lastly.
Very much.
It's not lastly. Yeah, always trying to expand the Dreamcast collection because it's it leaves a little to be desired right now, but that's a nice add to it, I think. Okay, Nisha, go ahead.
I Spy Spooky Mansion.
That was definitely her request.
I just said it once. He picked it up off the shelf and decided to buy it. This is the same thing like Cooking Mama. I've mentioned it and you bought it.
Let's get this straight. We have been to this game store, I believe, 3 times?
No, I've only seen it twice.
Okay, twice. And you have picked it up and asked about it every time that we've been. And obviously I'm going to buy it if you are that interested in it.
So I Spy Spooky Mansion.
Also, they lowered the price from $7.99 to $4.99 this time.
So why wouldn't you, right? It's like a silly, fun game that we can get drunk and play.
So, you know, maybe look for a one-off drunken video time for that one some night. And then, actually, I forgot about this one. This was from a different trip that I took there and traded in something. I don't remember. Oh, I made like a trade during the day, And then there was a couple doubles in there, so I literally went straight to the game store just to trade them out and ended up picking up Crazy Taxi 2 for the Dreamcast. So a couple games to add to the Dreamcast collection. That wasn't on purpose.
Well, that's how it is going.
And then while we were up there, right across the street is the Sabres that we used to go to a lot because we lived up there in that area. But we don't make it up there that often anymore. I still had a 30% off coupon from when we traded in, or donated a bunch of stuff when we moved. So went ahead and used that. Ended up they had a special that if you spent a certain amount you get another 30% off coupon anyway, so I still have one. But yeah, so we found quite a few things there, like a surprising amount of stuff.
Yeah, we went crazy.
Yeah, but I mean if you're gonna get 30% off, it's kind of worth it. So.
Yeah.
First one, not something I needed to buy, but again it was 30% off. Tony Hawk's Project 8 for PS2. I'm sorry. Complete. Do you want me to do these?
I guess so, since these are kind of together.
I saw that they had a few Wii games. I was really excited thinking that they were going to be the normal $3.99 price, but they did have $12.99 on these games. But of course, with the 30% off, it makes it much more worth it. But there's a couple good titles. This one I was on the fence about because it's not really worth a whole lot anyway, but I went ahead and picked it up. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Complete. All the discs look pretty decent.
Yeah.
A few scratches, but...
Nothing like that'll either stop its playing or that can't be buffed out for sure.
Yeah. Next is Animal Crossing City Folk. Complete. That manual is a monster.
Oh my gosh.
Do you see how much this weighs?
Oh, you could weightlift with that.
Really. And then Super Mario Galaxy 2, which I had been wanting as well, but there's no manual in this one, unfortunately, but still well worth it. Go ahead with those.
So we got really excited because we saw these 3 games, and they're all 3 Sherlock games from the series that we really like. And I was saying that once a new game comes out, if it's as good as I believe it will be, that's probably going to be my new favorite series. But it's The Mystery of the Mummy, inspired by the adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
This one's so weird, it acts like it's not even like part of the series, but it is.
Yeah.
This one also has a Nintendo DS version, which we'll definitely get eventually.
Absolutely. Sherlock Holmes Nemesis. Oh, these are all PC games, so we're going to have to figure out if one of our computers can run it.
Yeah.
But we were like, why would we pass up on a Sherlock game?
I mean, there's tons of PC games that I want to be able to play that require older systems, so like I told her earlier, we're probably going to end up getting an old computer or something to run an old operating system on. Unless
you can tell us for sure that compatibility mode is going to run these, because I would totally rather just run these on compatibility mode. But my new computer is Windows 10, your new computer is Windows 10, and I've heard that has trouble with really old games, even in compatibility mode. So let us know about that.
Yeah, because these only say they run up to Vista, so...
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I just want to get something with XP on it, man. XP was the Windows system.
Yeah.
Like, it really was the best operating system.
That's true. And then Sherlock Holmes, The Secret of the Silver Earring. So... I'm really excited to play these. Whoa, look at Watson's face.
Oh, he looks so creepy.
Hold on.
So weird.
I need to put this in front of the camera. You guys have to see this. I have to focus it. There's Sherlock and Watson.
That's really strange.
As if Watson didn't look bad enough already.
Oh my god. This one, I looked this one up earlier, the Silver Earring, and it said it was released on the Wii in Europe, but I can't find it. Like, it's just this series has boggled my mind because there were so many that were supposed to be released on Wii or released on this system, and then they got canceled or changed or only in a certain region.
Yeah.
And it's so confusing and I cannot figure it out.
I don't know. If we can't get those to run, actually, I think they might be on Steam.
That's true.
So, but tell us if we can get them to run, because I'd rather not buy them again.
Yeah.
Okay, and we also, I'm a huge Sims fan. I know I'm a really bad gamer because of that, but we've decided to get the complete Sims 2 collection because I am 90% of the way there. So we got the Sims 2 IKEA home stuff because it was super cheap.
Can't even believe that's a thing.
I know, right? I hate, I want to say I hate it, but I don't. But they always do these marketing things, like Sims 3 has Katy Perry. In Sims 2... Yeah, they have a Katy Perry expansion pack, and everything is cupcake themed.
What is the point of that?
To make money for Katy Perry.
Oh my god, okay.
The Sims 2 Bon Voyage, which is one I think I always wanted when I was playing Sims 2 a lot. And I do have a computer that can run these, luckily. But again, if these work better in compatibility mode, I would rather do that.
I don't know if I can support Sims anymore after hearing about this.
About Katy Perry?
About this Katy Perry. It's not that I have anything against Katy Perry, it's just...
It's kind of a cop-out. But the thing is we're not supporting EA anymore, we're supporting thrift shops.
That's very, very true. And then last but definitely not least, my favorite part of today's trip, we found Pokemon Monopoly. And it's basically complete. It has all the little figures and stuff, but there's just no dice in it, so we can...
And you can hear everything moving around in there, because it literally looked like some kid picked it up and like shook it around violently and then set it back on the shelf. Yeah. So you have to go back in and put all the dollars back and put everything in baggies and whatnot.
It's a mess. I was surprised that all 6 of the little figures were in there, though.
Yeah.
The little Pokemon figures. It's quite cool. I'm quite happy about it. I'm going to make Nisha play with me, even though she hates Monopoly. It's gonna happen. Don't worry about it.
No, it's not.
And then lastly, so I took a trip to Best Buy a while back and picked up a couple things. I think this was on video too. I don't honestly remember because it was like weeks ago. But I went ahead and picked up Kingdom Hearts Recoded. The port from the cell phone game that was coded that is now on DS. Yes.
Okay.
These are also on the remakes for the PS3, whatever. Yeah, those things.
Those like remixes or whatever.
Remixes, yeah. But I don't remember if coded is playable on those or if it's just the scenes from it. But I don't know, it was really weird. Like, this is not the most important game in the Kingdom Hearts series, for sure, like, as far as the story goes, but it still definitely contains some story. It's worthwhile.
Yeah.
Second one is Knack. This was a PS4 exclusive launch title, and I've heard really mixed things about it, but it was incredibly cheap, so I bought it. And then lastly, one that I picked up on another really cheap eBay bid is Nights in the Nightmare, an Atlas RPG-ish kind of DS game that should be a lot of fun. So, yes, that is all for this time around. Again, don't know when the next Game Hunter is going to happen because everything's just so in the air right now.
And wet.
But maybe El Nino will let up a little bit sometime soon.
Maybe.
We can go to... I really want to go to Santa Cruz Flea Market.
Yeah.
I want to go there.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please like this video and subscribe as always. And we will see you in the next video.